How is it going out there, everybody? I hope this video is finding you well. Welcome or welcome back to Get Right On In. My name is Andrew, just for those of you who do not know, and today I'm gonna have kind of a quick-ish little video. I wanted to do some shout out for some indie authors that I really like, and then when I was putting together this list, I realized that there's really not that many indie authors that I actually know. So I also wanted to double dip with this video to take an opportunity to announce the shelf published in. I have talked a lot on this channel about the Shelf Space Discord, which is the most amazing community that I've ever met in my whole entire life. This shelf published in Discord is now our sister Discord that is going to be focusing specifically on indie authors. We will be doing monthly buddy reads and book picks for all of these indie authors just to kind of shine them up a little bit more and spread the word for indie authors, because it's hard to be an author these days. It really is. And there's so many options out there for publishing. So I'm very excited about this community, and I'm very excited about the opportunity for myself to also be able to get to know some more indie authors. So I definitely will have that Discord linked down there in the description box. The first book pick next month in February is going to be Wildcat by JP Harker. The March pick is going to be Nightmare by Chad Nicholas, which I'm very excited about because if you watched my 2021 reading goals, you will actually have seen this very book in my 2021 reading goals. I also just discovered that Chad Nicholas and I follow each other on Instagram, so let's get right on into being buddies. And then in April, we will be reading Winds of Strife by UG Gutman, but I will have already way read that book by then because I am just waiting until it comes out for me to buy it. Uri is one of my friends off of the Shelf Space Discord. He is super excited about this book, and therefore I am super excited about reading it. His editor has also been talking to me, so I've learned a little bit about the process, and I'm just very excited to see the end result of this book that I've heard so much about over the last couple of months, and I'm super excited for you, Uri. But as to the actual point of this video, I do want to shout out a couple of authors that made me want to have this video in the first place. The first book I'm going to talk about I have also mentioned before on this channel, but it is going to be The Fourth Piece by Ardell. Ebony is one of my near and dear and beautiful friends, and if you saw my little character sketch vid that was going on last month, you will have seen her as she and I fought over the lead role of a book in that little, I'll have it linked so you can watch it. But this is a YA sci-fi book, so if you like anything about families who get broken up and then come together, and then part of the story is them learning how to be a family while they're in the middle of a war with aliens, this is gonna be way right up your alley. I'm super excited for book number 2 called The Third Gambit. I have read the arc for that. I know a little bit more about what's going on in the rest of the series coming up, and I'm super excited for Ebony, and even though she did not self-publish this book, I'm still counting her as an indie author. As to with Miss Alessandra Harris, she is another author that I met at an author panel a few years ago. She writes more contemporary drama fiction, so for those of you who do not like science fiction or fantasy or any of the other kind of stuff that I mostly read and talk about on this channel, Alessandra has 2 books, this one here, Everything She Lost, as well as Blaming the Wind. I couldn't find Blaming the Wind, it's around here somewhere, but I just wanted to make sure that people give her some love too, because she is a really great author, and I'm excited for more books from her in the future. As for this next one, this will actually be a self-published book series, and it is the Alastair Stone Chronicles by R.L. King. I have mentioned this series a few times on this channel because it really is one of my favorites. I think across the board, maybe not even just indie. I really enjoy this series. I really love her writing style in this book. I've only read the first Dresden File book, but based on that book and the 12 books that I have read from this series, I feel confident saying that if you like Dresden Files, you will also probably enjoy this series a lot. She publishes one every 3 months or so. I think she's on 23 or 24 now. I'm halfway through. I'm on number 11 or 12, so I've got a little bit of catching up to do, but I love this series so much, and the main character, Alastair Stone, he's so well written and so personable and engaging, and I love it. And the last author I will talk about will be James T. Callum. This book here, Pyresouls Apocalypse, was the first literary RPG book that I ever read. I posted a review to it when I first opened this channel back in September. I think it might have been October. I don't know. I'll link that review up there as well. James now has 3 books out. He has this one, and then he has his Beastborn series. I read Beastborn #1 last month in December. I've started Beastborn #2, but I haven't really gotten too far into it just yet, but this Pyresouls Apocalypse series is one that I'm really excited about continuing. I did like this one, I think, a little bit better than I liked Beastborn, but it's all subjective, and Beastborn was his first book, so this was his second, so that just shows that there's growth for him as well. But anyway, I just wanted to shout out a couple of littler authors that I know, or at least know of, or am excited to get to know later on in the future. I think it would be super great if y'all would join us on that Shelf Published In, because I think it's gonna be super fun. I'm really into the idea of readers and writers talking, which sounds kind of duh, but it's gonna actually make more sense on my channel coming up soon. But I just wanted to take a minute to shout some people out. So if you guys need to go read some people who aren't like big time authors, there's a couple that hopefully will keep you entertained. Thank you all so much for watching. If you feel so inclined, please press that little like button, or maybe that subscribe button, or I don't know, maybe the down like button if you don't like me, because whatever, engagement's engagement, it's fine. Either way, I will see you all next time, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.